everyone, it's Sammy from Scrapmaster's Paradise and welcome to week number 5 of Project Life 2017. I am caught up. It is actually week 6 when I am voiceovering this, so I was really excited to stay caught up this week. So since February starts the middle of this week, I pulled out all of my February and love themed stuff that I had in that little container I just showed you. I finally printed the picture that I needed for my December daily. I had one spot I needed a picture for. And then here are all of my week 5 photos. I've got a lot of 4x6 photos in here. I plan on doing a lot of traditional layouts to go along with this week. And so here I just want to show you guys a little bit closer what I did with organizing my die cuts in these iris containers. So I keep the little backing sheet that comes along with the die cuts so I can mark things off as I use them, and then it's super easy to just flip through the die cuts in these little containers and find exactly what I'm looking for. I think storing the die cuts in these little boxes is going to be so helpful, so much easier than trying to store them in original packaging or in little baggies, which is what I was doing before. And I just labeled each of these die cut boxes with a little bit of washi tape so I can just peel them off when I get new sets of die cuts. I can use the containers over and over. So anyway, moving on to week number 5 here, I'm just going to get my pictures organized and then I'll pull out some journaling cards. So I'll be pulling my journaling cards from a few different places. I've got this big stack of all of the kit journaling cards that I've received from various kits. I also have a lot of them set in that February box, so I'll be pulling some of those. And I also am again using the Fine and Dandy Becky Higgins Project Life brand collection this week as well. Since it has been really hot this week, I have a lot of outdoor photos and we played with our water table a lot this week. So I'm going to be pulling a lot of summer and tropical themed items. I'm just pulling some of my items from my summer little iris box here. Both of these are past kit items from Freckled Fawn. Next I grabbed some camera embellishments. These are both also Freckled Fawn past kit items. I have all of my little camera shapes stored separately. So Olivia actually took the picture of her daddy at the bottom right of this page, and so on this blue journaling card I'm going to spell out picture perfect with some Echo Park alphas that are really old. And this card actually came from a Freckled Fawn journaling pack. So this time I finally remembered to not attach all of my bulky items before I get all of the cards and photos attached. So I go ahead and attach these and then I can get all of my embellishments attached. I pulled out my Tombow glue to attach the little fun scripty word because it's a fine detail piece. I also used the Tombow glue on the acrylic camera too. So the flare has foam adhesive on the back, but it was partially squished down, so it's not attaching all the way. I will have to go back and replace the foam adhesive on the back. But I just didn't do that right now because my foam adhesive is in the desk drawers, and Olivia doesn't know they're drawers, so I can't open them while she's in the room playing. So I'm leaving the middle card blank for now. I want to put some Easter themed items on that, but I've got to order some. I thought I had some Easter themed stickers and I couldn't end up finding them, so I will be ordering some of that stuff coming up this next week. Next I added a little puppy sticker. This came in a Cocoa Daisy kit, and these are made by the brand Avalicious. I looked at a few different embellishments to try to put on that striped card. I ultimately go with these diamond shapes from a past Freckled Fawn kit. Next I pull out my container of reading themed items, and I just end up not liking any of them on that top left hand photo, so I decided to just skip that. I just add a little puffy heart from that same little sticker pack that I used earlier. I end up adding a glitter heart to the photo of Olivia sleeping in her crib. These came from the Very Merry kit that was the Christmas Freckled Fawn kit. And here's a look at the layout. I called it done after that point. So I flip my layout over and start working on the other side. I ended up taking a ton of photos of Olivia on our first water play adventure. So we just played in the backyard with the water table. She absolutely loved it. And I've got 3 layouts I intend to do with those. I ended up finding a really nice card I wanted to use in the middle here. I think this is an Elles Studio card. I change the card out. I go ahead and check off the evening part. It says evenings or mornings look like this, and this is definitely a typical evening. These two are definitely goofballs, so I made a little So Silly title using some Echo Park alphas. I had seen a cute little love die cut that came from Coco Days, and I knew I wanted to use it on this top journaling card. I'm going to be spelling out YOU with some Felicity Jane alphas. I go ahead and get everything attached down to my 12 by 12 cardstock so I can work on doing a little bit more embellishing. I decided to add another one of those Coco Daisy die cuts to that So Silly card in the middle. Pulled out one of these adorable little heart paper clips from an old Freckled Fawn kit. I knew I wanted to use one of these, so I'm just trying to work on figuring out a place for it. I really like the little swirly end, so I do have to end up clipping it a different way than I originally had clipped it. Next, I add an Elles Studio little wood veneer shape. I got these last month as an add-on to my kit. I'm pretty sure they still have these in their store. Next, I add another little wood veneer. I'm pretty sure this is also an Elles Studio. With the FaceTime pictures, I add one of the puffy stickers that I also got from a different Coco Daisy kit. This is a different sticker sheet than the one I used on the last page. And I decided to fill the little white space between the two FaceTime photos with some hearts. These are the gold puffy hearts from Freckled Fawn, and they did restock these puffy heart stickers. And there are a few different colors of these. And to finish off the page, I add a little cloud shape. These are from an old Freckled Fawn kit, and I just had these sorted with some summer embellishments. So here's where I actually decide that I'm going to do 3 layouts with all these water photos. I decided to make a whole page with just the photo of her little feet because they're just super cute. So knowing I'm going to have 3 layouts, I am going to only scrapbook on one side of this cardstock so I can have a place for that 3rd layout. So I also have some more water play photos. I decided to make a traditional layout with these. It will go on the next page. So on my next 12 by 12 white cardstock, I will also just do one side. Since I had so many water play photos from the previous day, I wanted to put these on the page at first, and I decided against it. So I set all those photos aside and then work on arranging my page. And since this is where February starts, I go ahead and pull out my love themed journaling cards that I had set aside in this container. I also had this gorgeous wood veneer that just says February. I wanted to use it at the beginning of the February photos. It did end up breaking, but once I assembled it down later, it totally looks like it never broke. I also have these Elles Studio monthly kit items that I can use for things. In one of the bath photos, Olivia's making an angry face, and I decided to be kind of silly and put the So Sweet little die cut piece right next to that photo. I also have this acrylic shape that says Loved. I'm pretty sure this was a Felicity Jane kit, and I don't know where all these journaling cards came from. They're a mix of Elles Studio, Felicity Jane, and Coco Daisy at this point. There's probably some Freckled Fawn ones mixed in there as well. I also pulled out a Freckled Fawn paper clip from a previous kit and a little circle tag thing from Coco Daisy. I'm going to work on getting everything assembled down to the cardstock, and then I'll work on embellishing. Once I get all my cards lined up, I go ahead and grab that February wood veneer and assemble it using some Tombow adhesive, and I line it up just right, and then I couldn't tell that it was broken. When I was looking through things, I knew I had some apple shapes in this jelly bean soup die cut collection. So I pull out a green apple and a red apple because Olivia's eating one of each in that top photo. Jelly bean soup die cuts do have the little tabby things, so I go ahead and cut those off. I decide to put the apples right over the photo. I go ahead and attach the little heart paper clip directly to a photo as well. I go ahead and attach the Adore little circle tag and also the Loved acrylic shape. Then I grab some of the Echo Park alphas and I spell out Splash over the top of that top right card. Next I attach the So Sweet little tag shape from Elles Studio onto the photo of Olivia mean muggin. And then I go ahead and work on decorating that bottom right journaling card. I found this really pretty XO shape. I don't know where I got this one from. It's just been in my stash for quite a while. And so I wanted to layer that, but I didn't like the dots showing through all of the way. So I ended up pulling out one of these transparency shapes. I just really liked how it looked with the two layered together. This heart shape is an old Freckled Fawn item. And after that, I called this layout done. So here's a look at it. And like I said, I'm going to skip decorating the opposite side because I'm going to make a traditional layout on that side. So I ended up running out of white cardstock in my little pink container on my desk, so I pull out another pack. I just have been buying these white cardstock packs at Hobby Lobby with a coupon, so they're $4.99 original price, and then they have a 40% off coupon, so it makes it super duper cheap. It is acid and linen free. This is going to be a very photo heavy layout, so I'm just pulling out the photos I want to use on here. They're all house photos and our lunch date with one of my friends who just finally moved to town. She is also a transplant from Champaign like us, so it was finally her turn to move to Austin. I do a little journaling on the one journaling card that's going to be on this page, talking about my friend making it to Austin. I grab a couple of Freckled Fawn items. I've got a little banner from a past kit, and then I have a silver puffy heart sticker. It's also one of those packs of puffy stickers I was talking about earlier that they just restocked in the store. I'm going to keep this page pretty simple, obviously, because it's very photo heavy, but I wanted to go ahead and add a couple of these puffy banners. These are from the February Freckled Fawn kit, and I absolutely love them. I just really like the way that they look going across these Project Life layouts. Next, I add one of the vellum phrase stickers from the February Freckled Fawn kit, and then I call this page done. And again, I'm only going to be scrapping on one side of this page because I have a traditional layout I plan on putting on the back of it. So I go ahead and set the photos and that layout aside, pull out my next piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and again, I'm only going to scrap on one side because I've got these photos that I want to scrapbook as a traditional page. I actually already filmed a process video using those photos. I will probably have that for you in the next couple of days. I've got a couple of photos that I ended up printing as 3x3s using the Pick Frame app. This was a 3-photo collage with a longer photo at the top with 2 smaller photos on the bottom parts. You can adjust the sizing on these photos, so I just made it to where the 2 bottom areas were actually square. And I left the top photo spot blank, so they ended up being 3x3 with a little bit of white stripe at the top of them. Here's a better look at what I'm talking about here. While arranging my photos, I figure out I'm going to have 2 more Project Life themed layouts for this week, so I have a few photos left for the next page. I'm going to set aside those 3x3s for the traditional page. Then I'm just going to work on arranging these photos and getting my journaling cards put down. So I'm pulling a lot of these embellishments from that February pack of randomness. I pulled out a Freckled Fawn wood shape, and then an Elles Studio wood shape, and a banner from a Cocoa Daisy kit. I also found a really cute wood veneer shape from a Freckled Fawn kit in the past, and so I go ahead and make this card say grateful for you. I just add the number 4 inside the little heart shape, and then I just attach the U with some Tombow adhesive. I decided to use one of the transparency Freckled Fawn heart shapes on this layout also. On this bottom card, I'm just spelling out puzzle time. There was a blank space on this V stripe red and pink card, so I wanted to add something. I ended up pulling out these Freckled Fawn washi, they're called washi books. It's just strips of washi tape. I add another vellum phrase and I think I'm done. When I'm going to move the page, I realized I didn't attach that top banner, so I go ahead and get that attached. I also have to attach the top little heart shape too. Then I call this page done. I will start working on my last page, and I'm going to pull out a new cardstock for this one as well because I have more photos I still need to scrapbook that'll go on the other side of that one. So moving on to my next page, I'm going to get my photos arranged for this last layout. I decided to pull out the Elles Studio Sienna pack. This is just something I got when they were having a big sale or on clearance or something. It's an older pack. I'm off camera on this part, but I add a couple of the vellum phrases to a couple of the cards at the bottom. Then I just go ahead and get everything attached, and I notice when I'm filming these, I end up sliding my paper further and further down the screen as I work. I'm going to have to work on making sure I keep my paper up so you guys can see it. To embellish, I grabbed these pink paisley die cut shapes. I really wanted to use the feather shapes on this Cherish card that's in the middle of the page. I also grab a butterfly from the same pack and attach it to one of the bottom cards. So we are potty training, and Olivia really likes her little potty. I wanted to document her first time sitting on the potty with this journaling card. It just is going to say time to potty, and so I spell it out with some Felicity Jane alphas and some Echo Park alphas. So this is actually potty training day 7. We haven't been pushing her or anything, but we've just been offering times throughout the day to go potty, and she has gone number 2 almost every single time in the potty, and it's more tricky with the pee. She doesn't quite get it. She will clap and be super excited and say yay as soon as she starts peeing, most of the time in her diaper. So she'll be cheering yay as she's peeing in her diaper. She doesn't quite get the concept yet, but she has done so well. I've been really impressed with the potty training. She turns 2 at the end of this month, so it's definitely what's taking over like my entire life right now, is trying to help her get potty trained. The last thing I do to this little potty card is add a chipboard heart. I don't know where this one came from. The last thing I do to this page is add the little love sticker from the February Freckled Fawn planner kit. The planner kit itself is sold out, but these are still available in the store. So that is it for week 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am finally caught up, so you can expect to see a Project Life video once a week. So I hope you guys have a great day, and please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying these process videos. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of them, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.